Hello and welcome to Digital Gaming. I am Syntosis and this is another episode of OceanBlock2. Now, I followed some questy things. I was told, we made this last time. I then got told to dig under the escape pod, which I did because I didn't realise what was under there. However, you swim down and then obviously we've made all this stuff and it tells me to make portal fluid. So the goo answer, blah blah blah, craft a bucket of portal fluid using the fluid catalyst. Now I've already got portal fluid. I've got a whole bucket full of it anyway because we've made the portal gun. So I saved the thing and we're about to go back, right? So this is what is under the escape pod. This is right under the escape pod, which is kind of cool. So yeah, we're going to fall out of it. Right, so it says here that we're supposed to make the portal fluid, right? Activate the rift portal. It's my only way off this planet. These monsters just keep coming with everyone defeated the rift, blah blah blah. I can just save a lot of activate the portal. Survive the endless waves and activate the rift portal. Now that doesn't sound to me like this is going to be fun. But we're going to do it anyway. I don't know how to activate the rift portal, but how do we activate it? This one. After finding one of the transfer enemy in the end, craft a bucket portal using the portal fluid catalyst. Right, I've done that. So this one, enter the rift. If I can just laugh the endless waves and activate the rift portal. Right, so yeah, I get that, but how do I activate it? Do I just put it in here and jump in? Nope. I mean, there's the portal, that's what it says. Right click them now. Do I have to break stuff? I don't know what to do. I have thought more about how to activate it, but the goo I have much to the answer. One more fluid can retransform into anything, combine and over the power from the entry with that. Craft a bucket with portal fluid, right? So that was that. Now this is activating the rift, right? So I have to activate the rift portal. That's fine. If I can just survive, I can activate the portal using the fluid that I've made. That's great, but where do I activate it? Unless this is the wrong portal fluid, which is quite possible. No, it's portal fluid bucket. Look, see? Portal fluid from Just Die Effects. I don't know how to make this one work. There's some cool stuff over there. Oh, you put it in the corner. Okay. And once you've dumped it in the corner, you what? Just jump in? Survive the endless waves and activate the portal. Something don't sound good. Oh, okay. What? What? The rift rejected you. Your loot was dropped. 1 second left in the rift. Okay. I didn't get any loot. Right, so I've activated it, which is cool. So I'm guessing you only get a little bit of time. Okay, so instead of a very brief moment, I saw a completely new dimension, which then I was forcibly removed. Definitely. I felt that I should find a way to explore this dimension and stop the energy from taking the portal, craft the empower and learn how to empower yourself. Okay. Rift attenuation. The dark energy I felt was the rift of the same energy the abyssal pearls I have. Using these I can empower a crystal to extend my time in. Craft an attenuation crystal. When crafting the crystal, any online team member that's not currently will gain rift charge. Right, I don't have any members. Whoa. So I need an abyssal pearl, which means I need to find some abyssal fragments. I need to go kill stuff. Really? Rift attenuation crystal only used for the next tier. So let's whack that in, I suppose. But now we've got down there, rift charge meter, rift charge 0%. Okay, that makes much more sense. We've also got some applied energistics storage, which is kind of cool. Okay, so let's have a look at this. We'll put all this stuff in there. I did manage to get some sculpt though, which is quite good. Right, so well, that's going to come in really helpful for echo shards, see? Which I think we're going to need. We need to craft that, so we need those. So we need quartz dust, dimensional shards, which is here. I'm just going to get a couple, maybe a few more. 16 sounds about right. Right, so we've got 16 of those. We need some quartz dust. We need quartz dust, some sculk, some amethyst shards. So just quartz dust. Did we have any quartz dust? Yeah, we did. Perfect. Quartz dust, some amethyst shards, which we've got plenty. So that's cool. And then we need to go over here and start zapping stuff. Let's go. There we go. Right, so that goes in. No, I need to do this first. Two of those, one of those, and one of those, and then one of those. That'll give us one. Come on. Come on, spinny thing. There we go. 1, 2. I'm only going to do 2 for now, but I've got enough stuff to do a few. So what I am going to do is get a chest. I'm just going to carry a couple around with me. I'm going to shove these down here, purely and simply because we're probably going to come back to make some more of these. I'm not going to leave all of that sculpt there. I'm going to leave that. That's still active, so we don't even need it there. That's perfect. Right, let's grab that. We've got 2 now, so that's cool. So what else do we need? We need a promethium. So an engraving. Oh Christ! Wow. Okay, Heisenberg overcharged. Well, these are not too bad. I said jokingly, not too bad. Right. Okay. I need some more of these. There. Okay. Alright, yeah, of course. Yeah, I need a whole bunch of different stuff. Okay, so I'm gonna have to make all that stuff, and then we'll come back in another episode and get that done. And we'll be able to charge up the rift so that we can go looking around out there. However, let's have a look. So this is the rift quest, right? So we need to unlock this one. Then we can get some time crystals. Okay, and then we basically get to fight things. Fair enough. So that's the rift below. So this is the last one, right? So what we need to do now is these are all the entries. I don't really want to play with the entries. What we need to do now is we're looking at most of these things. I haven't started replication. I haven't done that. But I would like to get Ender.io. No, not Ender.io. Sorry, Applied Energistics going. I think getting Applied Energistics will make crafting these additional things a lot easier. Yeah, applied energistics is going to be our next. I said our next. It's literally now. That's what we're going to do. We've gone to the rift. We've done all that stuff. Now we need to do applied energistics. So now we need to really hit applied energistics and get some of this stuff done, because we need to be able to create more and more complex things, and I find it easier in applied to do that. So yeah, we're gonna do that. So we need a couple of things, don't we? If we go to the book or to the quest, we've got, where are we? Applied Energistics is under logistics, right? Nope. And the stuff. Where is it? I'm sure there was a digital storage, that's it. Right, let's do a pin, right? Oh, wow. Okay, I don't want to pin everything, I just wanted to pin that one. So, the auto pin is probably not the right one to use then. Okay, that's fine. Fluix crystals, inscribing processes. So we need to make one of each one of those logic circuits. We've got a couple, we need some inscribers. So we need some inscribers. So if I get rid of all of this stuff, right? We know that we got to go back and do the rift attenuation crystals. So we're going to leave that one there. But we are going to put in some inscribers. We need obviously that, and that, and then that will give us some different bits and pieces. We need Fluix crystals, which here we will all obviously make the seed for that straight away, or as quickly as we possibly can. We've got silicon, so we can do silicon. We need to do that silicon. Where else? We need to do, okay, so an energy acceptor. We need Fluix cables, definitely. And we need whatever that is. I don't know what that is, but yeah, we'll find out, I suppose. Reaction chamber, automation, adding more channels. Okay, completing processes. So I think this is enough to go on. But ultimately we'll want to get to this because we need the ME controller, right? And obviously storage is a key, but we need the processes and stuff like that first anyway. So if we get, where am I going? We are going under here. I'm going to take this stuff. Right, so literally ME is going to be in here, right? So we're going to have the thingy in the top, and we'll have some stuff down the side, and yeah, we'll do some really cool things. So we already have a charger. We have the growth crystals, accelerator, and we've got those budding crystals. So now we can do that, but we've also got the seeds. So you know, we've got double ability to do that kind of stuff. So let's get an inscriber. Well, let's get. Well, ultimately we need what, 4? 4 inscribers. I'm sure it's 4 inscribers. Where's the wood? Where's the wood? Right, so I'm pretty sure it's 4 inscribers, right? Because you've got the printed, the engineering, the calculation, and the logic, and then you've got printed silicon, right? So it's 4, possibly 5. Let's just get a whole bunch. You know what? I'm just going to shift click. I've bumped away. Let's get rid of some of that. Right, so let's get. How many we got right now? We've got 5. We'll get 6 just in case. So that's gone. Now we can use the printed stuff to get those, which is there, and set that up. We need ME cables, which require Fluix. Now Fluix is charged redstone and the other one. So if I go to Certis, we've got 4 charged. Let's get us some other. Can I get a charged one straight away? No, I can't. But in the reaction chamber, that speeds things up. That would be kind of cool. charged redstone and quartz. So if we have a look, we should have quartz. So we've got, if I put 4 back, that will give us 32 in total, right? We'll get rid of our inventory in a second, but that will give us 32 in total. We need 32 redstone and then 32 quartz. Quartz, 32 quartz, perfect. Okay, so we'll just get these charged up. Some of these charge up immediately, some of them take a second. But it's not going to take that long to do 32 of these. And that should give us quite a few. Like I said, some of them really quick. This should give us quite a few of the items that we need. Need a bucket. We've got plenty of water, but I need a bucket. Come on. We'll obviously automate this, but right now I just want it done. I just want to get some fluids. There we go. Okay, so we've got 32 of those. Let's get ourselves not a bucket of that stuff, but just a nice water bucket. We also need some cobble. We only need maybe 3 pieces. What I am going to do is just for now stick this in the corner, like so, and we're going to go outside and get some water. Oh, so cool. We're going to put some water in the corner, nope, there, underneath, and we're going to throw, right, so we're going to turn off our magnet first. We're going to throw that, and that into the corner, and then just wait for it to go nuts, and then just turn the magnet on. Done. Okay, so we've got 64. So it doubles whenever you do that, so that's cool. We need to go and find the airdrop, because that's got to have some cool stuff, right? Where's the airdrop? Where did it go? There it is. Let's go to the airdrop. So some more interesting stuff. So we've got tier 2 storage, turbine rotor, diamond, awakens premium sword. Okay. Entangled blocks. What else have we got? Oh, time crystal. Crap. And a solar panel. Oh, that's cool. Cyanites. Oh, we got one of those. An empowered thingamajiggy and a Heisenberg. Isn't a Heisenberg something we need? Right? Don't we need one of them? Don't we need this Heisenberg thing? For that. We do. We need a Heisenberg compensator for that. And we need 1 echo shard. So I'm going to go and put this in a chest just here. So we've got the Heisenberg thing. We've got 1 shard. What else did we need? A teleportation core. Oh, atomic alloy. Hang on. Oh, hang on a minute. I've got the bloody time crystal on me, so it's doing weird shit. Piss off. Alright. Let's have a look at... No, it was down here, wasn't it? Okay, so we had those, and we were going to take that, and we're going to shove that in there, weren't we? Now, if we get 2 of these, that will give us this teleportation core. With the teleportation core, then it's only the Promethium and the Abyssal Pearl left. That's kind of cool. So we're a bit closer to getting that crystal, which is nice. Let's go into here and grab the teleportation core, and then we can go and shove that in the chest, like so. So we've got 3 out of the 5 pieces needed. 3 out of the 5 pieces, yeah. So we need this Promethean thing, which we can only do from here. So I need another Heisenberg, which is fine, but that's expensive anyway. So we'll get to that point. But yeah, that's kind of nice though. Right, so that one, the rubbish. We'll just grab it. So there we go. Right, okay. So now we can go back downstairs and finish up a little bit. So we've got our fluids, which is nice. We've got some silicon. That's also kind of nice. Right, we need, so of the cables, we need some quartz and glass. Oh, we need some quartz. Some quartz dust. Right, okay, so quartz dust. Is that going to get me what I need? Is that like a, yeah, there we go. Certus quartz dust will get us sometimes it would be nice if it just did 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, in there, and then we'll take that glass out and we'll shove that in here. 2 at a time because I've got no inventory space whatsoever. Although that is kind of nice that I had glass there. One thing I will do is go over to here and shove that in. How many have we got in here? Nice. I knew that was a good idea, automating that thing. Even if it isn't fully automated, it's just partially automated, but it's so nice. Okay, let's go downstairs and back into our room. And what we want is more glass. Where's the glass? Just need 1 more piece of glass and then we can get a whole bunch. Perfect. And then we can throw the whole bunch back in there and get, how much do I want to use of this? That much. Okay, cool. Right, so now we've got some cables. I know for a fact that I want at least 1 gap, right? So we've got water in the corner for a reason, but I want 1 gap. So we're going to have that gap there. Then I want 1, 2, 3, 4. So I want 5. I'm going to leave 1 gap at the end. I want 5. So we're going to place our thingamajiggies here. That gives us 1 spare. So each one of these will get like a card thing, right? So if I put some of this stuff, overcharged crystal. I can't overcharge crystal. Did I make that? I don't even know at this point. I cannot remember what I've done and what I haven't done. Let's put some of this stuff in there, like that as well. Now we need those 4 out. So we're going to put 1 in there. I'm going to put 1 in there. I'm going to put 1 in there. And 1 in there. So 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay. I'm sure there was another one for the end. Maybe not. So we'll just start with 4. So what we want to do is we want to try and automate this process. Now if we put a hopper on top, that'll be fine. If we do, whatever, that'll be also fine. We also need to give it some power. So power needs to go into the system, but we need an energy acceptor to be able to do that. So let's go and see whether we can craft up an energy acceptor. We need quartz, which I think quartz dust was this, and then we should be able to do the glass like so, and then the energy acceptor like so. I've probably used up too much glass, but I don't care. Right, so the energy acceptor can go right here, because we are going to use, where is it? None of the above. There's all the cabling and stuff. That's all in here. So we're going to use some cables. We're going to use energy exporter, energy interface. No, I want an export specifically. Energy exporter, and we need a card, and we should be all good there. So that will go on there, that will go on there, and that card will go in there. And then the energy acceptor should power those, right? So if we go, well, I'm not sure I've got plenty of it. So if we go out here, and have a look right here, I almost cabled up to the right place. Almost, not quite, but let's get rid of this. And that. And then we'll go back over here. And back in the system. Right, okay, so there we go. That should there we go, devices online. This should all have power now. There we go, look, they've all got power. Stored, oh no, they have. They're all online, they've all got the ability to accept power, so yeah. That means that the inscriber engineering, it's calculation engineering, so it's iron, no, that's Certus. So Certus, diamond, and gold. So Certus, diamond, gold, silicon. So silicon, Certus, diamond, gold. So if we go Certus, there we go, we'll do 32 of those. We'll do gold, 32, and diamonds. We'll do 32 of as well. Not that we, don't have all of that. The engineering is diamond, so we'll put that in there. Oh, hang on. Yeah, printed is this one. And then, no, that's not, that's the silicon, that's the Certus, this is the silicon. Okay. And obviously, there are upgrade ports over here that can make things go faster. So if we go to upgrade, we've got none from chests. They're called cards, aren't they? We have 9 acceleration cards, look at that. Nice. Okay, so we can put 1 in there. Actually, we could probably put, let's put 2 in here. And then 2 in there, 2 in there, and 2 in there. There we go. And 1 more in there. 1 up. Okay, so we will automate this at some point, but right now we've got 4 running to build these. Now that's where the other one comes in, the inscriber press. So this is the inscriber. So these are where the other ones. So yeah, we need 3 more. And the reason we need 3 more is because we use these and we combine them with redstone and printed silicon. So we need some more silicon. Definitely need more silicon. Silicon is used all over. So if we do that and then look to that and then just basically just get a whole bunch, spam click a whole bunch. And we'll do this, go over here, and just shove that in there for now. Right, so this is why we've got the other inscriber presses. We need 1 more, because we need to do all 3 circuits. So let's do another inscriber press. There it is. There it is. Now there is a extended inscriber press, which we will eventually get to. But right now we don't have the resources. We need to get everything up and running first. So if we do another 3, 1, 2, 3, 2 and 3, And then what we need to do is take the outputs from here, here, and here, and those. And then what you do is you just basically go 1, 2, and then 3. And I'm going to split the 3 of these up for now, just so that we can get some quests fulfilled. But yeah, we're also going to need some redstone, which is here. We get 3 stacks of that. 20, and then we go 1, and then 2, and then 3, and then these should now, they are going to be slow, but they should do 1 chip, 2 chips, and the 3 chips. Perfect. Okay, so that should give us all of these. That should also give us the silicon one. We've got a crafting card that time, that's quite cool. Crafting cards are really good. Locked functional to. Okay. So redstone can be used to filter the redstone into the back. You can set filters to pipe redstone into the back, print silicon in the top, and any printed processor into the bottom. This finished processor can then be piped out the front. Right, so we're definitely going to be doing that. And then obviously ME planes, IO buses, exports, and then now we can get to here. So now because we've got one of those, we need skystone. So that's why I stole all that sky stone at the very beginning, because I knew we were going to eventually need it for this. Now, I am going to. So we've got a few more cards, which are fine. We've also got a crafting card, which is insanely cool. But what I'm going to do is I'm going to put some of this back, and I'm going to go up top. But I am going to take another block of sky stone, and we're going to go and put this in the super furnace, which is out here, and we're going to get this thing to smelt it, and then we're going to take the glass out of there as well. We'll put that back in the system. And we should be coming up with 1 lot. There we go, there's 1 lot. Perfect. So now we've got our sky stone, now we can do this. So now we can build a couple of those. We're definitely going to do a couple. Now in this pack, I think the channels have been increased. Yeah, 16 channels. So normally it's only 8. But yeah, so the channels have been increased in here, which is quite nice. Right, let's go and grab a couple of these. Well, let's just grab. Let's grab 1 for now, actually. Yeah, we need another couple of. Well, I need to go back down here anyway. But we've got 1. I would like to have this right dead center, like 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. So dead center's here. I'd like to have it up there. I don't know how stupid that is, though, because obviously, or even hanging. Oh, that would be nice, actually. That would be cool. Like center, but not. If you see what I mean, like. Let's just grab a bunch. Right, so 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. There. So it's this one here, right? So you go here, 2, 3, and then that block. Yeah, that's where the start of this will be. Nice. Yeah, that's cool. And then we could put that into the ceiling or the floor, or spider it out, or I don't know. I haven't thought that through. Although, like, if we spider it out, we could go left and right. I mean, obviously we're going to have some more stuff that way anyway. And then we could go like there and then just down so that it would all connect. There we go. And then as this got bigger, this could then move sideways and stuff. But that is kind of nice. Energy generation, energy usage, energy drain. Perfect. Okay, so we've got massive amounts of power upstairs anyway, so that's fine. Okay, what we are certainly going to do now, though, is ME storage, which means that we need to get a couple of the finished products, like so, and we should probably finish off some more. So if I move that to there and then do those three, so we'll chuck that in there, that one in there, that one in there, and then those ones can cook up while we're then expanding the network. Now, at applied, we've got Energistics, chemical cell housing. That's not what I want. This isn't applied, is it? Yeah, it is applied. Storage cells, applied Energistics, yeah. Right, so 16K ME storage cells. We'll put these back into the system. We don't need those right now, but we do need these. Right, so we'll take those out for the moment. Now we've got an ME storage drive, which I don't know quite where to put it. Although I kind of want to put it like on the wall somewhere, which would be nice. And then we've got ME drives, which we've collected over so many like different places, and we've got so many things from drops. Like we've got quite a lot of storage already. And we can even make our own bigger ones. We've got 16K there. So if we went to the 16K storage, which is this, no, that's chemical storage. So item storage is this one. I don't know. Oh, we do. We have a couple of blanks. Perfect. So there we go. We've got our last ME storage there. So these are all 16Ks. So up to 63 types, 16,000 bits per item. Well, obviously, we still need some more stuff. We don't need that anymore. We don't need that. Crystal resonance generator. I don't know what that is, but I'm sure that we will need it at some point. However, we have completed this quest, which is you cannot have two separate ME controllers in the same network, but you can build a massive block, which is fine. This one here, if you're looking to make items digitally, you want to do the disk drive bay, yeah, that's fine. Each item, there we go. Yep, perfect. So this thing here is a cell workbench. This is mega storage, so mega storage might be an option at some point. Formation core, nice. Mega storage is huge, so we'll wait till we can automate some of that, because otherwise it shouldn't be a pain. The crafting terminal is definitely something that we do want to grab pretty quick. Wow, I've got 7 formation cores. Jesus. Okay. I was not expecting that many. Gas tiers we still need to automate. Let's just shove some of those back into there. So we do need to grab one of these ME terminals. So let's see whether we could get anywhere near making this. What's this one? Fluix dust, which there we got Fluix. So if I do 5 of those, I think this is the inscriber press. You put it in the blank inscriber press, and it should crush it. Yeah, there we go. So if you put it in the blank one, it will crush it. You can put it in a crusher or something like that as well. It doesn't matter. But it's just nice to have that on hand. So we've got that now, which means that we can create this one. Perfect. Then we can go, obviously we've got those, we've got that. So now we need to create a bright illuminated LED, fairly straightforward. Then we can create one of those, and then we can create one of those because we've got that again, and then boom. Okay, so we've now got an ME terminal, which we can put pretty much anywhere. The ME terminal I am going to put is here, because I want it straight in the middle, somewhere. Or actually, no, even better. Look, this is going to be even better, watch. I'm going to put it here. Nah, I like that. Okay, that's cool. Right, so descending terminal settings, we're going to leave the terminal settings for the moment. We are going to increase the size though, because obviously terminal settings are boring. We're going to sort by number of items, because that's what we always do. and then that is good. So now what we can do is start throwing stuff in here. See? Then we take it out, we can do crocking and different terminal things, and then once we've got an import, we can start importing stuff. But we need more drives first. So what I'll probably do is take out a whole bunch of drive stuff, like calculation presses, silicon, that kind of stuff. I'm going to pull all of that stuff out, put a whole bunch of it in here so that we can make some additional applied energistics stuff. I think that would probably be the better bet, in all honesty, so that we can then craft up some of our own stuff. Yeah, I think that's probably the better option. I'm going to see what we can do first. So I'm going to take my basic stuff back out, the portal gun, and then we're going to fill up my other inventory because why not? We're going to put that in there. That one I want to go and plug in actually. Alright, so what I'm going to do is I'm going to move some of the applied energistics stuff. I'm going to create a couple more ME drives, some bigger tiers. The bigger tier ones are fairly straightforward. I mean, it's literally, if you want to go for one of those 256k ones, right? So there's the actual component. So the 256 is the 364s. 164 is 3 16s. 16 is 3 4s. 3 4s is 3 1s. And 3 1s is a logic processor plus, certs. So you just build them up. That's all literally all you do. You just build them up and then put a case around it when you get to the back end. So time consuming, but actually fairly straightforward. Not really difficult. What was I gonna do? I was gonna do something and I can't remember what I was gonna do. Oh yeah, I was gonna plug this thing in. So we are gonna put where are we gonna put it? Let's put it over here somewhere. We could have a solar plant. That would be cool. Oh man, you need how many blocks? How many blocks does this bloody thing hold? Right, how many blocks? 15? Wow. 15 cores. I don't even know if I've got 15 cores, but I want to see that thing built. No, I've got 15 cores. We've only got basic ones, so obviously the better the cores, the better this thing is. Oh, not again, go away. Yeah, I didn't want to go to sleep. There we go. Okay, so production with core multiplier times 2. Okay, so the better cores, then the more it generates. Let's go get some power cables so that we can join that to the network. I'm pretty sure we've got enough power, haven't we? Yeah, we've got like 38 million there, and I'm pretty sure the reactor's got 50 million. Although we might need to turn off the reactor because I can't remember. Well, I'll go check the reactor in a minute. Let's just hook this up to the power. So there's the power there. There's the power there, actually. So if I do coming out and then just straight across, there we go. That's now connected to the grid. That's all good and happy. What has this thing got? Is this happy? This is happy too. There you go. Cool. Alright. Can't get up the side of it, but yeah, it's happy-ish. Okay. I'm alright with that. Okay, so we've got some cable, which is nice. Ah, this thing. Wireless ME access point. Now, don't get me wrong, didn't we get one of them in the... We got an access point, there we go. But Cool. Oh, we got some smart cable as well, which is nice. But the access point, wireless access point, we got from the ship when I took it apart. So we need to craft the wireless. We'll craft all this later. Fluix pearl is just an end pearl with some stuff. Dense energy cell is just energy cells with quartz glass, so they're fairly straightforward. Obviously, we've done a crafting table or an ME crafting terminal, so that's fine. You've seen me do that, so I'll probably do that one off camera. The universal wireless terminal. Don't know. Wireless pattern access. Okay, so different types. So we'll work that out, but yeah, I'm certainly going to try and get a mega storage. 256. Why not? Let's try and get one. Yeah. Anyway, I think that's way more than what I was bargaining for this episode. Although I am going to go sleep because I want to see that solar thing generate. That looks to be quite fun. So let's sleep. There we go. And then let's get outside. There we are. Look. That's so cool. Okay. I'm happy. That's pretty cool. Right. Was there an airdrop? Airdrop. I'm pretty sure there wasn't. I'm just going to check. No. Cool. Okay. Right. So we've managed to get quite a bit done today, which is nice. And the start of applied Energistics. I'm going to expand this because, you know, you can't keep it small. That's stupid. Yeah, it's just stupid. Can't keep it small forever. We're going to put that on there though, and then we're going to be able to access that from anywhere we want to, which is kind of nice. Let's put all that stuff in there. We might as well put that in there. That's cool. Right. That's it. We're done for this episode. Thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Next episode, I'm going to expand the ME system. I'm going to whack a couple of bits together and try and get a couple of larger tiers of storage, and then maybe move all the storage across, and then maybe start replacing some of the cables to different places. That's going to be a pain in the ass, but yeah, I think that will be definitely worth it. But anyway, that's the end of this episode. So thank you very much for watching. I really do appreciate it. Like, subscribe, do all that good stuff. I would really like to get, I know this sounds really bad, but I'd really like to get a plaque. So I need quite a few thousand followers to be able to get a YouTube play button. That would be nice. That is my ultimate goal, actually. Monetization would be okay, but actually I just want the play button. And I don't even know how many subscribers I'm supposed to get for that, but if you could be one of them, I would appreciate it. Thank you very much for watching. Like, subscribe, do all the good stuff like I just said, and I'll catch you on the next episode. I've been Synthesis, you've been awesome. Laters.